Our first guest tonight is a comedian, activist, and six-time #1 New York Times bestselling author. Her latest special, Chelsea Handler Evolution, is available to stream on HBO Max. Let's take a look.
Which brings me to the strong and deep sexual feelings that I have developed for Andrew Cuomo. I mean, I know we all feel it. A lot of women are feeling it. When he came on the scene, he looked like the Incredible Hulk also. You know, that big Italian gorilla. He's like, put on your mask. I'm like, oh, I'll put my mask on. Oh, yeah, I will. I'll put on my mask. He's the kind of ass that I will do for, and you know he's an ass, and that's what I like about him. Like an old-fashioned ass. Somebody's gonna tell me to sit down and shut up. I want him to flatten my curve, and then I want to flatten his curve, and then I want us to apex together.
Please welcome back to the show our good friend, Chelsea Handler. How are you, Chelsea?
Hi, Seth.
It is so lovely to see you braving the elements. You're in Canada.
I am. I'm Canadian now, I think. I'm hoping to become Canadian. I actually came home. I was skiing all morning, and I came home to try and do my hair for you. And then I just realized it was futile. So I decided, screw it. You don't give a and I don't either.
I think you found a perfect solution because this is an excellent look for you. You are a fairly avid skier. Is that a fair assessment?
Yes, I'm in Whistler, Canada. I'm working in Canada, so I can combine my two favorite things, Canada and cannabis.
That's a nice combo. You have joked, maybe there was more truth to it than that, about maybe moving to Canada one of these days. Now that you're spending some time there, is that something you would consider?
I did buy a house in Canada, in Whistler specifically, right before the election because I was like, I was a little bit scared of what could possibly happen. But now I just have this great place and I have this gig up here in Canada. So I'm like, oh, I guess I'll just move into my new pad, my new ski pad. So I'm like living alone. It's like my first big girl apartment. I'm all by myself. I had to quarantine for 2 weeks with my dogs. So my house smells like dog urine and cannabis.
You mentioned you're there by yourself. You've been very honest over the years in your books and stand-up about the fact that you're fairly pampered and have had a pretty supportive staff. How'd you do setting up a house by yourself?
It's not. I mean, I've thrown my back out twice. I tried to roll out a carpet. I've tried to cook several items, and something's edible. I did learn how to bake a chicken, so that's something.
That is
but
something.
I want to be more self-sufficient, So like I'm trying really hard, but it's embarrassing because I'm like 45 and I can't do basic stuff.
The same is true of me, and I've got a couple years on you. Hey, here's Bert and Bernice. You mentioned your two dogs. Do I have their names right?
Yeah, that's them.
How are they behaving? Are they enjoying their time with you?
They are. Well, my cleaning lady is really the top dog at my house in LA. My dogs really prefer her. Her name is Mabel. They prefer her over me. So getting them saying goodbye was very traumatic for my big dog, Bert, because she really likes to egg it on. She likes that they like her more, she's got that over me. But when they were saying goodbye at the airport, it was really ridiculous. I mean, like open mouth kissing. And the more she does that, like she's literally opening her mouth and kissing my dog. And his mouth is also open. And I'm watching that, like, how is this okay? And then the more she does that, the more depressed Bert is once she's gone. We get on the plane and he's just like this. So it's rough.
So would you, if Bert wanted to open mouth kiss you, would you push him away?
Well, no, that's a great question, Seth, and thanks for asking it.
Yeah.
I think that if Bert wanted to kiss me, I would be so delighted that I would. No, I don't think I would open mouth kiss him because I know what kind of food I'm feeding him, and I don't want that in my mouth.
I recently, over the holidays, I saw my parents' dogs, and I did some open mouth kissing with them, and basically my wife then demanded like quarantine for that I had done that.
There's a lot of things we're finding out that you should be quarantining for and from.
So I know it's difficult to obviously date during a pandemic, and from the clip you mentioned your early lust for Governor Cuomo. How are you feeling now? Because the vaccine rollout is not crushing it.
No, he's not crushing it. I'm over him. He's too old and sloppy anyway for me. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm just not. Like, he had his day, he apexed, and now the apex is over.
Do you think, is that, like, did he have a pretty good run as far as holding Chelsea Handler's affection? Like, I feel like we're being hard on him now, but, like, he had, like, 4 or 5 months, right?
Yeah, no, he was definitely. I mean, listen, we were all hot for it because we were also dehydrated for decent leadership. You know, it's like, can somebody be in charge around here? You know, that's like just being in Canada. Everybody's so different. Everybody wears a mask. Nobody's saying no to wearing a mask. You know, people are, it's so civilized here. So I forget what the question. Oh, Andrew Cuomo. Sorry, I went off on that.
That's how fast he's left your mind. Couldn't even remember his name.
I'm like, Andrew, first of all, let's be honest, I didn't know that Andrew Cuomo, I thought Mario Cuomo was the governor of New York until COVID hit. So I was confused.
He was one of the first casualties. We lost Mario early.
Yeah, we did. We did lose Mario early. But
I do want to ask you, obviously you've been skiing and you mentioned you're alone. You've talked about having trouble with guides over the years, specifically male guides. Are you skiing alone or with assistance?
Yeah, in my special, my HBO Max special, Evolution, I talk a lot about how I get turned on when a man is in control of me. You know, as many women do, I like to pay somebody to look after me. These are injuries, obviously, from my childhood, but I'm aware of them. And I also like the transaction of paying someone to say, okay, you're my responsibility, right? But then I slip up because sometimes I get romantic with these people and then that doesn't end well. So now I ski with only female guides.
So you like don't trust yourself. It's a classic Mike Pence move.
Exactly.
You know, we're being so hard on him and he's got the same problem as you do.
Mike Pence is the worst. I can't get rid of him.
No, you two are the same.
Twinsies.
Hey, congratulations on the special. I can't imagine it was easy putting that together during the times we're living in. It's always such a delight to see you, Chelsea.
Always. You too, Seth. Say hi to your family for me.
All right, I'll see you soon, I hope.